What's going on, people, and welcome to my match recap for yesterday's game. Manchester United 2, Fulham 1. I predicted 2-1, it was 2-1, ended the season on a high, another 3 points. It's a shame we couldn't get a clean sheet for De Gea, but he did save a penalty against a high-class striker, in my opinion, and one that's done it year in, year out, even at different levels of football in Mitrovic. So I think De Gea, it could be his final game for us, other than the cup final against City that's coming up. I hope it's not, because I think it would be very silly to get rid of him. I think he is a tremendous goalkeeper, and I think he's one of the best in the world, and I think we'll be idiots to get rid of him. But he does seem to have a lot of hate, and I don't get it. Good performance yesterday. I didn't get to see it live, so I didn't get to fully immerse myself in it. I only saw the highlights. But from the highlights alone, Fulham did cause us a few problems, but I think on the whole, we probably deserved the win. Great finish from Bruno with a magnificent through ball from Fred to set him up. And obviously Sancho gets a tap in, basically, just a little flick near the goal that he scores. But on the Sancho side note, I think he's starting to come good, and it's a little bit unfortunate for him that the season is now ending and it's this time of the year, because I think he's now looking very high on confidence, some of the best form he's been in since we signed him. But now the season's coming to an end. I'm just hoping that he can start next season in close to some sort of form like he has been showing in recent weeks, because I think he's been one of our best players. So for me, it's a little bit, it's good, but I hope that he can do this at the start of next season now, because and get a good pre-season in as well, and avoid injuries, because that's another thing with Sancho. It's not just the mental side of it. He does pick up little knocks quite a lot, and I hope that he can stay fit, because I think he's looking and just starting to get comfortable at the club and looking and showing what he can do. And I think he was, for me, from the highlights, what I saw, he looked like our best player yesterday, other than De Gea. So yeah, I hope Sancho gets a good pre-season next season, and then obviously going into that season early on, I hope he starts like a fire. I think getting 3 points against Fulham anyway, they've been very consistent the whole year. Overachieved, but decent side. I think Silva deserves a lot of credit with what he's done with them. And that could have easily been a banana skin for us yesterday, and we got the result. It wasn't a point. We got 3 points against a really decent side that would have come to Old Trafford with confidence and thinking they can get something. So, and they could have, but De Gea was a major factor in that game yesterday, saving that penalty, because if that penalty goes in, the game changes, and he saves it, we go on to win it. Garnacho looked lively again, hit the crossbar. I'm liking the look of him. Personally, to start next season, I think it's between 3 for the attacking wide options. It'd probably be 4 with Anthony when he recovers, but he wouldn't be it for me. I'm not a fan of Anthony, so I think Rashford, Sancho and Garnacho are all going to be fighting, because not 3 of them can start unless one of them is going to start out of position, because they're all natural wide attackers. And I don't think Rashford can play as a number 9, so I think it's hard to fit all 3 of them in, and 4 if you're going to include Anthony. So it's going to be interesting to see what Ten Hag does with that next season, because there's going to be competition for places, which is always good, but someone's got to suffer and miss out because of it. So I'm looking forward to next season. I think we finished on a high this year. Overall, I think we overachieved this season, but we still want more. We're Manchester United, but we've won a piece of silverware this year. We've got a chance to win another piece coming up very shortly, which I don't think we'll get, but we're in position to do it, and that's what matters. And hopefully next season we can improve and go even one better and get 2 pieces of silverware, and just gradually improve season upon season. But I think we have to stick with Ten Hag. I think he is the man, and I think we have about a 30 to 35% chance of beating City in the final. I know Pep went quite weak in the final game yesterday against Brentford, in mind with that Man United final coming up. So he's going to go full pelt and full strength for that final. And I do think we could cause an upset, but we're really going to have to be on our A game. We're going to have to get the rub of the green and some decisions, which, even with all that happening, City have got so much depth and quality that it's going to be tough. I will be doing a preview for that separate to this one, guys, but just wanted to do a final match recap for the season, as that was our final game yesterday for the league. Finished in 3rd place. Beat Liverpool, which is always nice. They finished 5th in a very par season for them. I think they'll improve next season though. Looks like they've got McAllister to just strengthen their squad. And it's going to be interesting to see what we do in the transfer market as well, because the likes of Weghorst I think needs to go. I think Martial's an interesting one. Is he going to stay? Is he going to go? He's injured a lot, so we've got to be doing some work in the transfer market. And on top of that, we still haven't sold the club, so that's an issue in itself. I don't know how it's still going on and we haven't sold it. That needs to get sorted ASAP, but it's probably not going to get sorted till after that cup final. And then it's going to be less time to sort the sale and then start thinking about the new season and transfers. So we always seem to make a hash and a mess of the transfer market, but hopefully we're slowly on the right path now to turning it around and things improving, even if it takes a while. And I think next season we will challenge more, and I think it will be an improvement on this one. And it was a very good season this year, but I think next year we got to aim to do better, and I think we will do better next year. So that's it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I've enjoyed doing the videos this season. Let me know what sort of new content you want to see for next season, and just even if it's outside of football. I'm always looking to try and improve the channel and bring different things to it, but I need your input on that as well. So hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. Hopefully the new season will be here before we know it. And yeah, it feels like a long one this year, but the World Cup break and that made it seem even longer. But hopefully it'll be back before we know it, because I'm already missing it. Like, it only finished yesterday and I'm craving it already. So yeah, I know a lot of you will be the same and in the same position. Appreciate everyone's support. I'll catch you guys soon.